Hey everybody, Rick Needham handicapping thoroughbred racing from my hometown track, Penn National Racecourse, Granville, Pennsylvania on Saturday evening, June the 1st. Handicapping course for dayatthetrack.com. Tonight's a feature night, folks. The largest purse structure in the history of Penn National Racecourse, featuring the $500,000 Penn Mile Stakes. I normally like to play the boxed exotics here at Penn Nat, but tonight let's go for a win wagers only, and I'm going to handicap all 7 of the stake races on the card. First comes in the race 1 opener tonight, 6 p.m. for the Silver Train Stakes, 6 furlongs on the dirt. Fillies and mares 3 years old and up, racing for a purse of some $60,000. I like number 5, and Smart Dancer, to win. Hit the board in power run fashion. Each of her last 5 goes to the post tonight with the skills of the jockey-trainer tandem of Ken Carmouche, Bruce Levine in her corner. They've hit the board an impressive 70% of their entries saddled as a team to date. Race number 2, 6:28 p.m. Eastern Post time for the Pennsylvania Governor's Cup Handicap, 5 furlong sprint on the turf, 3-year-olds and up, racing for $150,000. I like number 11, Ben's Cat, to win. He's hit the board in power run fashion each of his last 5, including a quartet of power run wins, being embedded in this recent streak of racing consistency. Jockey Julian Pimentel has been in his irons on 19 previous occasions, hitting the board in 15 of those outings, winning 13 times. He's here at Penn Nat tonight for his 20th ride, gunning for a circle trip here in Granville. Race 3 on the card, 6:56 p.m. Eastern Post time for the Mountain View Handicap, 9 furlongs on the dirt, 3-year-olds and up, race for $250,000. Contenders number 1, Rattlesnake Bridge. That's who takes a class drop, by the way, of 6 units, has hit the board in power run fashion in 4 of his last 5, including a power run win in his second race back. Jockey Johnny Velasquez is in town tonight from Belmont Park. Has been in his irons on 4 previous occasions, hitting the board in each, winning twice. Guns for a hat trick win this evening. Next stakes race on the card, of course, is the feature. The reason why the feature here at Penn National is in race number 4 at 7:26 p.m. is because the turf course is not lighted. This is the Penn Mile Stakes, mile test on the turf, 3-year-olds racing for $500,000. I'm going to take number 1, Noble Tune, the pace profile leader, to win. He's the pace profile leader in this stakes field, racing at tonight's mile on the grass. Has hit the board in 5 straight, winning 4 times in this recent streak of racing consistency, with 3 of those circle trip efforts also qualifying as power run wins. Jockey Javier Castellano and trainer Chad Brown sent him to the post for the Saturday feature. They've hit the board with 61% of their entries saddled as a team to date. Next stake race on the card will come in race 6, 8:22 p.m. Eastern Post time for the Penn Dash Stakes, 5 furlong sprint on the dirt, 3-year-olds and up, race for $50,000. I like number 4, Candyman E, to win. Takes a class drop this evening. Has produced power run performances in 5 straight, hitting the board in a pair, including a pair of power run wins found in both his 2nd and 5th races back. Jockey Joe Bravo in town has been in his irons on 5 previous occasions, hitting the board in each, winning 3. Back tonight for ride number 6, gunning for a Grand Slam win. Race 7, another stakes race on the card tonight here at Penn National. 8:05 p.m. for the Dubai Stakes, 6 furlong sprint on the dirt, 3-year-olds and up, racing for $60,000. I like number 2, Two Joes, to win. He's hit the board in power run fashion each of his last 5, winning 3 times in this recent streak of racing consistency. Jockey John Basono has been in his irons on 2 previous occasions, winning them both en route to a positive 140% investment in the process. Back tonight for his 3rd ride, gunning for another circle trip. The final stakes race on the card tonight, race 8, 9:17 p.m. Eastern. This is the Penn Dash Stakes, 5 furlong sprint on the dirt, 3-year-olds and up, racing for $50,000. I like number 2, Manito, to win. Takes a class drop of 5 Trackmaster units this evening. The overall speed leader in his stakes field, sprinting at or about tonight's distance of 5 furlongs on the dirt. Scored with a quartet of power runs in his last 5 starts. Jockey Yomar Ortiz and trainer King Leatherberry sent him to the post tonight. They've whacked the toe board with 72% of their entries saddled as a team to date. So from Penn National on Penn Mile Stakes night, Rick Needham for dayatthetrack.com, reminding you as always to please Bet with your head, not over it.